Hey everyone, it's Tyler with Universal Rackets, and in this video we are going to be doing a full progression and exercise guide on how to learn, how to hit, and how to improve your pickleball serve. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start from the ground up. We're going to teach you exactly how to make contact and learn the basic serve. Then we're going to be going over exercises and drills and progressions for you to follow step by step on how to not only ensure that your serve is consistent, but how to hit topspin and how to have a lethal advanced serve. If you're starting out, start from the beginning of this video and work your way up. If you're a little bit more intermediate or advanced, the higher level you are, probably the more you're going to want to get into this video, so it's going to apply to your level. So make sure you buckle your seatbelts and stay tuned, because this is going to be an amazing video. This method, this progression, this exercise that we're going to be going over, all these exercises are what we teach at Universal Rackets with over 15,000 plus in-person beginner and intermediate players. What I'm going over with you right now, it works. Just make sure, again, you crawl before you walk and you go step by step. Now let's get into it. Now, what we are going to be teaching you is how to hit a serve in the air. Now, when you start off, there are two exercises that you can do. Pick whichever one works for you. Number one, get some balls, be up at the kitchen, and just try to start hitting the ball over. This is the first drill that I'm going to do. The reason why, it's helping me get my hand-eye paddle coordination. It's getting me comfortable with making contact with the ball. Now, if you don't have a ton of balls, you're going to do this version instead. And all you're going to do is stand by a wall and try to serve the ball into the wall again and again. You don't want to stand super far back because you're going to hit it over the fence and you're going to have to get it. But all you're going to do is just serve into the wall. You're going to continually serve into the wall, making sure you're going below your hip, right? You're not coming on top of the ball. You're going below your hip every single time. Once again, just working on making contact, serving into the gate or wall or wherever I am. Now, the number one thing that pickleball players go wrong is when they start out trying to learn the serve in pickleball, they're so obsessed with the rules. They think that the pickle police are going to come in and take them away in handcuffs. And the thing is, unless you're serving like this and you're making contact blatantly above your waist, you're not going to get called out. You're not going to get caught. No one's going to call you. So just work on going underhand every single time. Now, if you struggle with going underhand, what you're going to do is you're literally going to do this next drill. Now, you're going to do this next drill once you get comfortable making contact with the ball. Once you have that hand-eye paddle coordination, you're not going to go into this until you learn how to make contact with the ball. But the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to start at the kitchen, you're going to put your paddle away, and all you're going to work on is just lobbing and going underhand into the opposite box. Every single time you make it, you're going to take a step back. If I don't make it, if it goes in the wrong box, or if it goes here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay here. And again, I'm going to just toss it in and move back. I'm going to toss it in and move back. Now, here's the thing. Many of you can probably toss the ball in, but if you really want to learn the pickleball serve motion and you want to set up a great foundation, what I want you to do is focus on, number one, making sure that you're going underhand. Think that you're doing a bowling ball or you're doing a beanbag toss, and number two is your finish. You can throw the ball over and get in like that, but we really want to go underhand, and then when you finish, you should have your palm facing forward. That's going to ensure your follow through that we're going to get further into this video. So again, when I'm doing it, I'm going underhand and I'm holding my palm out every single time. And just working on holding the palm out, holding the palm out. Notice, in order to get the ball, that distance I have to commit. The further back I get, the more distance I have to cover, the more oomph I have to get. And that's going to teach you the acceleration and the commitment that you're going to need once you get back to the baseline. Now, after we do that, after we get a feel for that, now it's time to get our paddle. Now, we're thinking about this exact same thing. When we finish, your paddle should be facing this way. You're going to go underhand again and make sure your paddle face is facing upward. That is the beginner intermediate. That's a reliable serve. That's like a Honda Civic. We're giving you a Nissan. We're giving you a Toyota. It's reliable and it's going to last you throughout. You can start doing all this different stuff, but that's more advanced and we're going to get into that later in this video. So the best way to ensure that you have a proper follow through and you're going through it is you're going to do shadow swings. And notice, you don't need anyone in order to learn the serve. All you need is these progressions. And you're going to go under and you're going to hold it. You're going to go under and you're going to hold it. You're going to go under, you're going to hold it, you're going to check if your paddle's that way, and then you're going to balance a ball on it. Again, do some shadow swings and bounce the ball after you're done. I'm going to do a shadow swing, bounce the ball, do a shadow swing, bounce the ball. That ensures that my paddle face is in the proper position. If I do it wrong and I go here, if I don't follow through, look, the ball's not going to bounce. Now, I wanted that ball to bounce so I could have extra balls. And then we're going to do the same exact drill. We're going to start at the kitchen. We're going to serve and hold the paddle, try to bounce the ball. Take a step back. Serve, hold the paddle, try to bounce the ball. Move back, serve, hold the paddle, try to balance the ball, and that's what we're working on. Our follow through and our momentum and going underhand to get the ball over. Now, you have the hand-eye paddle coordination, you're making contact with the ball, you are extending, ensuring your follow through. If you're still having trouble making contact with the ball in the air, I want you to do these two exercises. Again, if you're having trouble hitting your serve in the air, I want you to do these two exercises that are actually exercises, and one, I want you to have this one thought process. Number one is all you're going to do is you're going to do this. You're going to hold the ball straight out and you're going to catch the ball. Hold the ball straight out. Notice when I hold the ball straight out, my hand straight back, I'm going to drop the ball and catch it. As soon as I drop and hear it bounce, I'm going to catch. I'm going to drop and catch. I'm going to continually do this until I teach my muscle memory this rhythm. Next one I'm going to do is instead of letting the ball bounce, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm going to hit the ball or catch the ball in the air. So I'm going to drop, catch, drop, catch, drop, catch. And just, I'm going to continually do this. If you struggle with hitting the ball in the air, I would really work on the gate drill, serving the ball into the gate, and I would work on doing this. You're never going to have to go get your balls. Try to bring a couple balls, but just work on 1, 2. Now, the mental note is as soon as I drop, I hit. Again, as soon as I drop the ball, I make contact with my paddle. Think of dropping the ball from your non-dominant hand is like pulling the trigger on a gun. When you pull the trigger, it fires, nothing stops it. When I drop my hand, I pull the trigger and this hand goes. What I don't do is I don't drop and then wait. There's no delay. As soon as I pull the trigger, then I go for it, or it's like pressing the grab claw go button at the arcade. Now, once we are done that, now it's time to take it back to the baseline. Now it is our time to shine and hit our amazing pickleball serve. Now, when we're hitting our pickleball serve, what I want you to think about is two things. Number one, we want our front toe pointing towards your dominant side net post, and I want my body pointing towards my dominant side net post. Where players go wrong from the start is that they're facing this way, directly towards their target. They're using their whole arm. If I face this way, now I'm able to rotate throughout my serve, and rotation equals good things in pickleball. Now, when I'm doing this, notice what I'm going to do. When I'm doing it, I'm going to think about two things. Number one is my paddle back, and number two is my paddle facing forward. Again, paddle back, paddle facing forward. This next progression is the exact same thing that we did moving backwards, except now we're back at the baseline. So you're going to hold the ball straight out, put your paddle back, finish forward, be able to balance something on the paddle. Paddle back, drop it, balance something on the paddle. Paddle back, drop it, balance something on the paddle. If you can do that, that will ensure that your serve is going to go over every single time. So again, paddle back, bounce it on the paddle. Paddle back, balance it on the paddle. As soon as I drop, then I fire and I hold it. The next thing that you're going to start doing is you're going to start accelerating. Now, we have kind of learned our beginner serve, we're making contact. Now it is time to get some more RPMs and some more spin. The first thing that you have to do is you have to make sure that you are using your body and your rotation. Once again, congratulations, we made it through the beginner. Now it's time to get to the intermediate, and the first thing that we're going to be focusing on is rotation. Beginner, Players that are starting out, all they do is they use their arm and their shoulder. Now what I want you to do is I want you to start rotating your body. That's how you get power. So I want you to think, my body's sideways, and then when I finish, my body's facing forward. My hips are sideways. When I finish, my hips are facing forward. So my hips are sideways. When I finish, my hips are forward. My hips are sideways. When I finish, my hips are forward. Notice I get more power that way. And by getting rotation into all your shots, you're going to get more of a better, more effective serve in pickleball. Now we're going to take this angle instead. Hopefully there's no sun on the camera, and we're going to keep on going. So you can see from this angle, I'm sideways, and then when I finish, facing forward. Hips are sideways. When I finish, hips are facing forward. The next thing that we're going to do for your intermediate serve, we're going to get your serve from just going into a little bit more power, is we're going to ensure that our follow through is over our shoulder instead of holding it out. Holding it out ensures that you go in the proper swing path. Holding it out ensures that your paddle is consistent. We're driving a Honda, a Toyota, but now we're maybe getting into the mid-tier cars, okay? We're getting more of maybe a Tesla, or what type are mid-tier cars? Not a crazy AMG, but maybe like the first class. But here we are. So when we serve, instead of holding it out, we're going to finish over our shoulder. Acceleration and rotation equals the next level on your serve. Once again, if you can teach yourself how to accelerate, if you can teach yourself how to rotate, you are going to get to that next level on your pickleball serve. So all you're going to do is once you're done, you're going to point your elbow towards the target. Again, once I'm done, I'm going to point my elbow towards my target. That's going to ensure that I'm fully following through and that I'm fully accelerating, and that's going to help. The next thing that you're going to do, and this is kind of silly, but you're going to work on being loose, and you're going to work on exhaling when you hit. In pickleball, to gain control, you have to give up control. The more you let the paddle work for you and the less you work for the paddle, the better you are going to be. So what I need you to do right now, when you take your paddle back, I want you to breathe in, and then when you swing, I want you to exhale. Or when you take your paddle back, as soon as you take your paddle back and drop, I want you to let your paddle go. If you're holding paddle scale 1 to 10 being a 9, 10 being tight, 1 being dropping the paddle, I want you to be about an 8 or 7. If you're a 5, I want you to be about a 4 or 3. The more you let go, the better it's going to be. By letting go and letting our body and our acceleration do the work, that's going to be a better serve. So again, beginner serves, they slow everything down and they're tight. They're just using their arm trying to pinpoint it. Intermediate, high-level servers, now I'm rotating and I'm accelerating. Now I'm loosening up, and now I'm able to hit a big serve. By accelerating, it's going to ensure that you let go. If you hold tight, it's not going to work. Now, when you're doing these serves for this exercise, remember, it's an exercise. We're getting better. It's okay if we fail. It's okay if we don't make it. I want you to go out and hit a couple of serves and not care if it's in or out. Just care about being loose, being like Gumby, exhaling and following through. Okay, I missed that. It's okay. Holding the paddle loose. Now, the next thing that you want is, instead of having a continental grip, we're going to make a slight grip change for your pickleball serve. This is going to help you hit topspin. This is going to help your serve get in. This is going to help you create a higher ceiling for your serve, because now you're going bigger, you're rotating, you're accelerating. Now it's time to get into creating a type of spin that's going to keep the ball in. So instead of having a continental grip, instead of being a handshake grip, you're going to go over towards bevel 1 or 2, and notice there are 8 bevels on the pickleball paddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to go bevel maybe 3 or 4. You're going to tilt the paddle face downward. Normally you were here before you were holding the paddle out. At the beginning of this video, for a beginner serve to hit the ball over, that's what you want. But now we're more advanced, we're going to tilt the paddle a bit downward. So you're not going to move your wrist for your serve. All you're going to do is, prior to even hitting the roads, all you're going to do is you're going to buckle your seatbelt. Players think, oh, what do I need to do with my wrist? You don't have to do anything with your wrist while you're serving. You have to do it with your wrist or adjust your grip before you're serving. Again, whenever you hit the roads, you have no clue what's going to happen, but you buckle your seatbelt before you hit the road. At least I hope you do. Same thing. So I'm going to buckle my seatbelt, make sure my paddle's tilted down, and I'm going to now mess around with that serve grip. Notice the ball I was able to hit high. and it was still able to drop in, and that's because I'm creating topspin. Not even doing anything, by just adjusting my grip and ensuring them swing low to high, I'm going to automatically brush the back of the ball and create that topspin. The next thing that we're going to start doing is working on focusing our momentum. Now, with our momentum, with our even more accelerating, with our exaggeration of all these things, that's going to take us to the more high level pickleball serve. Now we're getting into a Porsche. Now we're getting into an AMG Mercedes. We're getting to that high level of the pickleball serve. And the reason why is because we have all of our techniques. Now we're just exaggerating the acceleration, the rotation, and we're exaggerating what we already do. We built our foundation. We worked really hard. Now it's time to let our technique go. It's like we're letting our money go to work for us. We're letting our technique work for us now. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start exaggerating into our legs and working on our momentum. Now, when you serve, there's two ways that we can work on our momentum. Number one is our upper body. Number two is our lower body. I want to say that one more time. There are two ways that we can work on our momentum for our serve. Number one is our upper body, and number two is our lower body. For our upper body, instead of having your paddle back, which is amazing and eliminate things that can go wrong, you're going to have your paddle close to the ball. Now, when you swing, you're going to take it back. Again, you're going to be, oh no, just dropped my beautiful carbon paddle. You're going to be here, and then you're going to take it back. You're going to take the paddle back and have a backswing now, rather than before you started with your paddle already back. Now, if you take a backswing, that's going to help you get more momentum into your shot. A great way that you're going to think of it is making a C. The best way to learn a backswing is do this drop with the ball, no paddle, and work on having both your hands on, backswing and catch. Both your hands on, backswing and catch. Both your hands on, backswing and catch. Before we were here catching, now we're here. Now we're here. As soon as I take it back, then I accelerate the ball. Now notice, I drop and I take it back and I accelerate. I drop and I take it back and I accelerate. Exact same thing with my serve. I'm taking the paddle up, then I'm dropping the paddle down, and then I'm accelerating forward. I'm making a C. Top of the C, curve of the C, accelerating. A C with a check. Top of the C, curve of the C, accelerating. Top of the C, curve of the C, accelerating. So notice it kind of goes one, top of the C is one, curve of the C is two, and accelerating is three. Goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And notice serving into a wall or something is a great way to learn because it gives you reps. By saying it out loud, by saying in a rhythm, 1, 2, 3, or giving yourself something to think about, it's going to allow your muscle memory to register it more. So we're going to work on our backswing after we did those drop feeds without the ball and we did hit into the gate. And we're going to work on starting here, taking our paddle back, and then accelerating forward. Paddle back, accelerating forward. Here we are. So we're going to drop, accelerate forward. We're going to drop, accelerate forward. And now I'm able to have more momentum on our shots. A great pro that does this is the GOAT, greatest of all time, Annalie Waters. She takes the paddle back. It's so good. She's like, boom. And why? She said in one of her serving master classes herself, is she just likes it because it has way more momentum than taking your paddle normally back. I want you to think about your paddle tip, and we're again getting into this luxury pickleball serve. By taking your paddle tip up prior to contact, notice the top of my paddle. When I drop, it's going to go down now, and that's going to help me get under the ball, below the ball, lifting the ball, brushing up the back of the ball, and that's going to help myself create topspin. So what you don't want to do is if you hold it tight, it's going to be here, and it's never going to drop, and it's not going to look good. You need to hold it loose and really take the tip of the paddle up, drop the tip of the paddle down, and then swing upwards for it. Look at that depth that I'm able to hit. The reason why I'm able to have depth is because I'm able to get under the ball. And how do you get under the ball? You be loose, you point your paddle tip down, and you're good to go. A great way to ensure that your paddle tip is pointing down, pretend that the tip of your paddle is weighted. If the tip of the paddle is weighted, as soon as I drop it, it's going to fall down. A great drill to do if you want to learn really getting under the ball for depth is start with your paddle down, even on the ground, drop the ball, and lift it up. Notice that height. I'm going to start with my paddle tip down, lift it up. That serve's still in. Now, is it a legal serve? I'm not sure. I'll wait till the pickle police come and take me away, but that was a cool serve. I'm actually going to maybe make a video, say, is this legal, and allow the pickleball volunteer police to come in and get me. Now, Another thing that you can do is instead of really touching ground, just start with your paddle here and go. Next thing that you can think about ensuring that your paddle tip is down, this is here to get you to the next level, is your butt cap. I take the paddle tip down. Instead of me facing this way, I'm gonna go this way. Different tips work for different people, not one size fits all. Try all of them, follow this progression method, and you're gonna be able to hit an amazing luxury pickleball serve. You're gonna take paddle down, back, you're gonna drop it. Notice my butt cap, I'm keeping my butt cap forward, pointing towards my target, pretending that there's a laser, there's flashlight shining out the butt cap of my paddle. That's going to ensure that my paddle face is behind, or paddle tip's behind the ball, paddle tip is down so I can get under the ball. So essentially what you wanna do is shine the paddle butt cap as far as you can forward to really ensure that you get under the ball. So I'm here, taking my paddle back, getting under it, getting under it every single time. And that's how you really lift the ball and you can hit an amazing pickleball serve. Now, we spoke about momentum on the upper body, and then we got into a tangent on the paddle tip. Both of it's going to help you, but now it's time to get into our lower body. Now, instead of just using our upper body and rotation, number one, we can rotate our upper body. Number two, we can distribute the weight of our upper body. Once again, there are two ways. Number one, rotate. Number two, distribute the weight. First, we'll go over distribute the weight. So with our backswing, I want you to either start on your back foot and take your paddle back, or what I like to do personally, there's two ways you can do it. Number one, you can start on your front foot, rock to your back, and then swing, or you can start on your back and go to your front and swing. So now we're not just using our swing and rotation, we're using our momentum. Essentially, you want to load on your back foot and explode forward. You want to get your legs into the serve. So all you're going to do again is you're going to go here, you're going to load in your back leg, and then watch. You're going to load, and then you're going to explode forward. Now, the best drill to do this, if you want to learn how to go off your back leg, literally start on your back leg, take your foot off like you're the Karate Kid, and all you're going to do is now you're going to start on your back leg, and then what? Explode forward. Start on your back leg again, pickle police, don't get me. And then what are you going to do? You're going to explode forward onto your front leg. This is teaching you the weight distribution. If you can start rocking into your serve, that's going to help you get more power, more depth, and more natural momentum. Now, the next thing that you need to do is you need to rotate your hips more. And the best way to rotate our hips, and I love this tip, and this allows you to really tee off on your pickleball serves, is you're going to pivot your back foot. Once again, you're going to pivot your back foot when you hit. So I'm going to be here, and watch my back foot what I'm going to do. I'm going to start going like this. By doing this, aka squashing the bug, it's going to automatically rotate my hips forward. So I'm going to be here, I'm going to serve, rotate my hips. Let's try again. I'm going to be here, serve, pivot my foot, rotate the hips. By pivoting your back foot, allowing you to rotate your hips, that's going to get you more rotation on your serves, and you're going to be able to hit a bigger serve. Now, the next thing that I want you to do, and this is essentially the last thing that I'm going to give you guys, is just work on really loosening up and really just swinging up on the ball. By loosening up and swinging up on the ball and ensuring that you get a more deep, better serve. And remember, a better serve when you're playing a high level, it's not hitting through the ball every single time. It's not tennis. You can't hit 130-mile-per-hour aces. People are going to be able to get this ball. It's a whiff ball. It's a plastic ball. A good serve is depth, keeping the returner back. What you're going to do is instead of gripping the paddle here, you're going to have your hand go off the paddle a tiny bit. By having your hand off the paddle a little bit, I'm telling you it's going to do wonders. Before I did this, my hand was here. I was hitting an okay serve, kind of like that. Now, if my hand's off my paddle, it's going to ensure that I have more of a loose, active wrist. Hand off the paddle, watch what's going to happen. You see that depth that I'm able to hit? Now, all my serves before were landing maybe in here. All my serves after were landing over here. Now, the best drill to do once you get more advanced is you're literally going to put yourself targets. Now, people who are starting out in pickleball, maybe their serving target is just in the box. Then, the higher level you get, maybe you're aiming behind the blue and the red cones. Then you progress a little bit. Maybe you're aiming, pretend that there's a line from the orange cone. Now maybe you're aiming when you're really advanced here. Because remember, the returner has to let bounce. So, beginner, picking the game up, you're aiming everywhere. Getting into it, you're aiming behind the blue and red. Getting even better, you're aiming behind the orange. Now, getting even higher level, you're aiming at or behind the orange cones. And if you can start doing all these tips, you can start making these types of serves. And again, pushing your opponent back. That's the goal of the serve, keeping your opponent deep. So when they hit their fourth shot, they're not up at the kitchen. When you hit your third, they're going to make contact with your third up at the transition. So we're going to do all of our tips. I like to think, and myself personally, when you guys try all these tips and these drills and this progression, you're going to find different tips work for different people, not one size fits all. I personally like really thinking, letting my hand hang off the paddle. I like thinking I'm accelerating. I like breathing. Those tips really help me. Maybe different tips will help you. But I'm going to try. I'll try behind the orange. We'll say behind the yellow, but I'm nervous because I don't want to have to crop this out for my video, but we'll see. Accelerating. Okay, behind the orange. There we are, the yellow. Ah, come on, I gotta get 2 in a row. Behind or at that yellow. Let's go, last 2 balls. That was in. There we are. And there you have it, folks. So that is a good serve that you can hit. I'm telling you, people, if you guys can follow this progression, if you're already picking up the game of pickleball, don't know how to serve, you struggle with hitting the ball in the air, you feel like you want to get a better serve, you want to max out your serve, you want to increase your serve, this is going to be the video for you. Now, I'm starting to take this YouTube very seriously. My goal is to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you guys like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And the best way to support this channel, again, if you're not going to subscribe, is to share with your pickleball group chat, share with your pickleball friends. Right here, I just showed you a huge progression, huge exercise methodology that we follow at Universal Rackets and we use with all of our students. Everyone goes through this, everyone can learn how to serve. No one can't serve because they go through these specific things. I hope one day I'll be able to teach a clinic. Instead of going through a clinic, dinks, dinks, cross court, straight ahead, and then going in different drills, we're going to like literally just teach you serve, and I'm going to lead everyone through step 1, step 2, step 3, and put everyone through step by step by step, kind of like you do in yoga, and they'll all be able to learn how to hit an amazing, effective serve. If you can follow this video, make sure you go step by step in the progression. Don't run before you walk. You got to walk before you run. Build the foundation, hit a better serve, play better pickleball, share with your friends, win more points, and subscribe to this channel. Have a good one. Check all the links in the description, and see you guys next time on court.